They say the first moments of love are like fireworks, dazzling, sudden, and unforgettable. Every glance is electric. Every touch feels like a promise. The heart beats faster, the world glows brighter, and even silence between two lovers hums with the melody of connection. But as days turn into months and months into years, those fireworks begin to fade, not because the love is gone, but because love transforms. It shifts from the burning heat of novelty to the glowing warmth of familiarity. The challenge every couple faces, sooner or later, is this: how to keep the spark alive when the passion of the beginning softens into the rhythm of daily life. This is the story of rekindling, of remembering that love is not something that happens to us, but something we must nurture. Keeping the spark alive in a long-term relationship isn't about chasing endless excitement. It's about keeping your hearts awake, alive to wonder, desire, and tenderness, even after years of shared mornings, arguments, bills, and quiet dinners. Because real love, the kind that endures decades, isn't sustained by luck or fate, it's crafted, grown, fed. And the beauty, the spark doesn't have to fade. It can evolve into something even deeper, more powerful, and more radiant than the beginning ever was. The nature of the spark, what it really is. Before learning to keep the spark alive, we must understand what that spark truly is. It's not just lust, it's not just romance or butterflies. The spark is the feeling of being seen, desired, and emotionally alive with someone. In the early days, it happens effortlessly. You're discovering each other, every conversation is a revelation, and every kiss feels like a secret only the two of you know. But as time passes, routine takes over. Predictability sets in. You start assuming you know everything about your partner, and curiosity quietly disappears. The spark dies when familiarity replaces fascination. But here's the truth most people forget. Your partner isn't the same person you fell in love with years ago. They've changed. And so have you. The journey of keeping the spark alive is about continuing to see each other with fresh eyes, over and over again, across the years. Love that endures isn't static, it's a living thing. You can't put it in a box and expect it to survive. It needs light, attention, and the courage to evolve. 2. Falling in love again every day. There's a simple but powerful principle that long-lasting couples live by. You don't fall in love once, you fall in love many times, always with the same person. The first fall is easy. It's nature's doing, dopamine, novelty, and desire working their magic. But the second, third, 100th fall, that's an art. To fall in love again, you must choose curiosity over complacency. Look at your partner as if you were meeting them for the first time again. Notice their laugh, their little habits, the warmth in their eyes. Ask questions you stopped asking years ago, not about chores or schedules but about dreams, about fears, about what they still long for. Love grows stale not because time passes, but because we stop discovering. When you keep exploring your partner, emotionally, mentally, physically, you'll find that the spark isn't lost. It's just waiting beneath the dust of routine, longing to be uncovered. 3. The power of touch, more than just physical. Physical intimacy is often called the language of love, and for good reason. A gentle touch, a warm hug, the brush of a hand, these gestures communicate safety, affection, and belonging in ways words never could. But over time, touch can fade, not out of neglect but out of comfort. You no longer need to hold hands to prove love, you know it's there. But the body doesn't understand logic, it understands sensation. Science shows that couples who touch often, even small gestures like a kiss on the forehead or holding hands during a movie, maintain higher levels of oxytocin, the bonding hormone, and lower stress. Touch is how we say, "I still choose you." Reignite that physical connection. Hug for longer, kiss for no reason, sit close, touch each other in ways that don't always lead to sex but remind both of you that the bond is still alive, still electric. Because the moment you stop touching, the distance begins, and when distance grows, so does disconnection. 4. Keep the mystery alive. It's ironic, isn't it? We spend the early stages of a relationship wanting to be fully known, to share every story, every secret, every thought. But once we reach that point, the mystery that once fueled attraction can quietly fade. Mystery doesn't mean secrecy or games. It means individuality. It means that each partner continues to have parts of themselves that the other hasn't fully explored yet. When you pursue your passions, chase your personal dreams, and grow as an individual, you give your partner new sides of you to fall in love with. Go out with your friends, learn something new, take on adventures alone. Let your partner see you in new lights, curious, confident, evolving. Attraction thrives on novelty, and novelty is born from growth. The couples who keep their spark alive are not those who merge into one being. They're those who remain two complete individuals who continually rediscover each other. 5. Date nights are not optional, they're essential. When people hear date night, they often imagine something forced, a cliché candlelit dinner or a trip to the movies. But date nights aren't about tradition, they're about intention. They're about saying, you still matter to me, our time together is sacred. Even after years of marriage, set aside one night a week, or even a month where it's just the two of you. No phones, no work, no kids, no distractions, just presence. Try new things. Cook together for the first time. Revisit the place you had your first kiss. Surprise your partner with an unplanned evening. Dress up for each other, even if you're just dining at home. When you date your partner, you remind them, and yourself, that love is not just a memory. It's a living experience that needs to be renewed again and again. 6. Communication that touches the soul. Every long-term couple communicates, but not every couple truly connects. It's easy to talk about logistics, what bills to pay, what groceries to buy, but soul communication goes deeper. It's about emotional honesty. It's about the courage to say what you feel, even when it's messy. Ask yourself, when was the last time you told your partner what you admire about them, or shared what you fear losing? When communication becomes more about hearts than tasks, intimacy deepens. Real connection begins when you're not just heard but understood, when your partner listens not to respond but to care. 7. The art of flirting, never stop. Remember how playful you were at the beginning. The teasing, the inside jokes, the glances that said 1,000 words. That playful energy, that teasing, that spark of flirtation is not meant only for the early days. It's the heartbeat of attraction. Flirt with your partner even after 10, 20 or 30 years. Whisper compliments, send cheeky texts. Give them that look across the room that says, I still want you. Flirting reminds your partner that desire isn't lost to time, it's simply matured, like wine growing richer with age. 8. Weathering storms together, the hidden spark of struggle. Every couple faces seasons of silence, pain, or misunderstanding. Life throws storms, careers fail, health declines, hearts break in unexpected ways. But here's the secret many overlook: the spark doesn't die in struggle, sometimes it's reignited there. When two people hold each other through hardship, not as enemies, but as teammates, their bond deepens in ways passion alone never could. A spark built on resilience burns brighter than one built only on pleasure. 9. Gratitude, the forgotten flame. We often stop appreciating what becomes familiar. The same person who once made your heart race now feels ordinary, but gratitude is the magic that turns ordinary moments into extraordinary love. Say thank you not just for big things, but for the everyday ones. For making coffee. For picking up groceries. For being patient when you weren't at your best. Gratitude is like oxygen for love, invisible but vital. When you regularly express appreciation, you remind your partner that they are seen, valued, and cherished, and that more than anything keeps love alive. 10. Reignite intimacy, beyond the physical. Intimacy isn't only about sex, it's about closeness, trust, and vulnerability. But when you connect emotionally, the physical side of love naturally flourishes. Take time to learn your partner's love language. Do they crave words of affirmation, acts of service, quality time, physical touch, gifts? Meet them where their heart feels most loved. The more emotionally safe and seen your partner feels, the deeper their desire to connect, body, mind, and soul. 11. The role of memory, revisiting the beginning. Every couple has their origin story, the first date, the first kiss, the awkward laugh, the nervous excitement. Those memories hold emotional power. Revisit them often, look at old pictures together, play your song, tell the story of how you met. When you remember where your love began, you reconnect with the emotions that started it all. Memory is a bridge, one that can carry you back to the passion you once felt and remind you why you chose each other in the first place. 12. Laughter, the medicine of long love. A couple that laughs together lasts together. Laughter diffuses tension, heals wounds, and restores connection. It reminds you that you're not just lovers, you're friends, partners, companions in this crazy journey called life. Watch funny movies, share inside jokes, laugh at yourselves. When you can laugh even through the chaos, your relationship gains resilience and joy that no external force can easily destroy. 13. The courage to forgive. Every relationship collects scars, disappointments, arguments, harsh words spoken in frustration. But forgiveness is the fire that purifies love. To forgive is to say, our love is bigger than our mistakes. It's not forgetting but choosing peace over resentment. Couples who forgive quickly stay connected longer because they refuse to let pride build walls between them. Forgiveness keeps the spark alive because it keeps hearts open, and open hearts can always be reignited. 14. Evolving together, the lifelong journey. The greatest secret of long-term relationships is not keeping things the same, it's growing together. Every few years, you'll both change, your dreams, your needs, your fears. The couples who survive are those who continually learn to love each new version of each other. Rediscover your partner every few years, ask who they're becoming, support their evolution and let them support yours. When two people grow together, not apart, the spark doesn't just survive, it evolves into something far more profound, a steady flame that lights the entire journey. 15. The legacy of love, passing the spark on. When love endures decades, it becomes more than romance, it becomes legacy. The way you hold hands in old age, the way you speak kindly even after arguments, the way you still dance in the kitchen, these moments teach the world around you what real love looks like. The spark you keep alive doesn't just warm your hearts, it lights the path for your children, your friends, and anyone who witnesses it. In the end, keeping the spark alive isn't about chasing constant excitement. It's about choosing, every single day, to nurture the connection, passion, and tenderness that first drew you together. Love, real love, is not a destination. It's a journey, sometimes wild, sometimes calm, but always worth taking. Every touch, every laugh, every whispered, "I love you," these are the tiny sparks that keep the fire burning. So don't wait for special occasions. Don't wait for passion to magically return. Be the spark, create it, protect it. Because the greatest love stories are not written in the fire of the beginning, they are written in the quiet glow that lasts a lifetime.